let's talk Colorado. They fall to Oregon on Saturday. Bo Nix, absolutely spectacular. Dan Lanning, absolutely spectacular. I want more. I want more personality from everybody. Okay.
Yes.
I love when Prime talks shit. I love when Lanning talks shit. I may criticize when somebody like Jay Norvell goes on there and talks shit, but I love when they talk shit. It makes it all so much more exciting. So don't take my love of one, meaning you hate the other. No, I love all the bullshit. I love the drama. I mean, hell, that's what we do here. But Oregon does exactly what they said they were going to do, and what most of us thought they were going to do. They go out there and they dominate Colorado beginning to end. We talked about the game bit on Saturday, so don't do that. I want to talk about going forward, right? As we're constantly adjusting our expectation for this Buffs team. What do you think is realistic? I feel like I actually have this mathed out perfectly. Like, I feel like I know exactly what the correct win total for them should be.
Well, I do want to go to one chat in there.
Go
Nick
for it.
Talent in the chat says, is Sanders and Hunter out of the Heisman race? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Especially with Hunter being out for a couple more games. That's obviously a loss of momentum. And then
it's not Hunter's fault. He got hurt. You can't get hurt and win a Heisman.
You can't get hurt and win a Heisman. And then for Shedeur's standpoint too, when there's 3 legitimate Heisman, and now, I mean, the Washington State quarterback had an incredible
Cam Ward,
weekend.
baby!
Cam Ward, I told you about him preseason. When you have 3 or 4 other Heisman Trophy quarterbacks in your conference who you're going to play, and they're going to have better games than you, you can't win the Heisman.
No.
You can't. Like right now, if you had a Heisman vote, there's no way you could give a vote to Shedeur and not Bo Nix after what happened this weekend. It's unfortunate because it's not fair because they're on a better football team, but it is what it is.
And what else is unfair? I don't even think you can give it to Bo Nix when Michael Penix is right there. Or Caleb Williams.
Saying that
I'm reinforcing your point.
Yes.
I'm saying yes.
Yep.
It's not like Shedeur is playing bad or anything. It's just we're going to get to the Pac-12 quarterback list in a little bit. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I think 8 wins pre-bowl game would be fantastic for Colorado, and it's very doable, Aaron. 8 wins would be 8-4. Okay. So right now you're 3-1. So we're going to assume a USC loss to push us to two losses out of the 4 that you're allowed. Yep. You have to beat Arizona, Arizona State, and Stanford. Okay. Which you should. You'll be favored in all those
6
games. So now
where the other 2
have to go. So now you have to go 2-2 against UCLA, Oregon State, Washington State, and Utah. And I'd favor them against UCLA, right? So I'm thinking then not a big favorite, but I would. So I'm thinking, can you steal one? Can you steal one off of Oregon State, Washington State, and Utah? I think you can. I think you may be good. Again, so 7 may be more realistic, but if they can get to 8 bowl game, that is unreal good.
I think 7. I think 7 is could happen. I think 8 with a bowl game. I think seeing what we saw this weekend from Washington State, I think that concerns me a significant amount. So seeing they're actually pretty damn good, and I think Oregon State's still a very good football team too.
Yeah.
But I was kind of looking at that as okay, I don't know if the Cougs, how dominant they could be this year. I think maybe they could have snuck in that win, but going on the road there to their home, which is a tough place to travel to, I think that's kind of that 8th win that I had penciled in last week that I'm kind of taking back now. So I would say 7 is the goal. 6 is realistic, but once again, man, even if you go 6 or 7, you're going to a bowl game. Can win 8 games in a bowl. Whew.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a season.
I mean, especially we all know where they came from. So
yeah.
Colorado far from being done this year.
I'm interested how I'm very interested. I'm sure we'll break this game down because it's Colorado versus USC, and USC's coming into town, so a lot of excitement. But I want to see, because Deion had a great post game speech. Didn't make excuses. Said, "Listen, we got our asses kicked. We're gonna get on that bus or on the plane. We're gonna go back and we're gonna figure this out." And you can't change your identity in a week. And we talked about it yesterday. I would love for this team to find some way to run the football, but you just can't sprout 300-pound offense lineman out of your ass. You are who you are right now. But USC is still not a super physical football team. So maybe you do somewhat commit to the run this weekend and try to create some more of an identity on offense besides just Sanders running around trying to make plays, because of a subpar offensive line. But I just want to see, like, can this team, who was obviously first game against TCU, all the hate, all the doubters, come out there and won. You kind of built some momentum. You win 3 straight games. You're on cloud 9. Everyone's talking about you. Now you kind of get knocked off that pedestal a little bit. People are all the haters are now out now.
Yeah, totally.
And they get fueled off the haters, which is a good thing too. But how do they respond? Are they front runners? Which I'm not expecting them to win this weekend, but I just want to see a team that can at least be more competitive than what they were last week on the road versus
and
Oregon.
I mean, look, I haven't watched a ton of USC this year. I'm guilty of kind of ignoring them after that shitty San Jose State showing from the defense early on. But I think Oregon's defense is way better than USC's. Like, I don't think that's that crazy of a take. And so you should have, like, Arizona State just put up 28. And they don't have a quarterback. You should be able to have some success against USC's defense this week, especially at home.